And there are a very small number of banks who dominate that, and they extract billions of dollars of profit from the rest of the banks. They sit on the top. You know, when you ask, why is Jamie Dimon, you know, saying things about, Jamie Dimon, well, actually, Citi is kind of number one, HSBC is probably number two, but JPM is way up there at the top, and they're making a lot of money from other banks. When we go talk to banks, 99.9% of banks, they're like, we want Ripple to be successful because I'm sick of paying these guys, and you know, they're taking a lot of money from me that I then have to take from my customer, and why do I want to feed Citi to be more competitive with me in this local market?
Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. As always, we give away $10 in XRP on the channel. To enter the giveaway, like the video, subscribe with notifications on, and comment anything in the YouTube comments below. Before I finish this clip and talk about the Bank of England, SWIFT, the Federal Reserve, and the Bureau of Consumer Finance and all their connections with Ripple and XRP, I want to show you the rest of this clip. It's Gary Gensler talking with Tim Draper. Tim Draper is a super successful investor. He got his MBA from Harvard Business School. He's third in the line of familial venture capitalists and government officials. So he is cut from the same cloth as a lot of these suits. And what does he have to say about adoption? He takes you through the timeline, the process that big institutions go through with adopting innovation, and I think it's very telling. And then I want to show you a document, specifically from SWIFT. You heard Gary Gensler in the beginning of this talking about what? Banks want Ripple to succeed because it allows them to eliminate their Nostro and Vostro accounts. Their accounts at other central banks that lock up trillions in dollars of assets because bank payments are not instantaneous. They want Ripple to succeed because these Nostro accounts will not be activated anymore. All these trillions of dollars of capital are unleashed, and then they can make more dividends on their dollars. Now to finish this clip very fast.
Jamie Dimon, so let's bring it back to Jamie and JP Morgan. What do you think is going to be the thing that they will have to change the most or lose market share and somebody else is going to do better, faster, serve their clients better than JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs can do?
You can just hear the bankers panicking right now.
But what
just
what
feel
line,
the panic in their voices.
What's the line
but here's
of business that is most
well. Here's what always happens. The first thing that happens is they try to go, oh, it's nothing, and they did that. I mean, that's with every new industry, every new technology comes along. The powers that be, the incumbents, the status quo, all say it's nothing. Don't ignore the man behind the curtain. This is nothing. And then all of a sudden it's too big to get in there. You know, they're going, oh my God, I got to face this thing. And then they all line up and they wrap their arms together and they say, we're not letting this happen. And then it keeps going. And then they say, okay, well, let's sue them. Or let's go get the government.
There's another thing they do. They adopt the technology. I think.
No, that's at the end.
They will adopt this technology.
No, this is the last thing they do. No,
yeah, it's like
it's after. It's after the press planting. They plant the press stories. They put out lawsuits. They create as much of a fuss as possible. They try to get their government friends involved. And then they go, oh God, this thing's happening.
That is the timeline of adoption, and that's what we are seeing now with this SEC lawsuit. That's what we see when CEO JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, talks about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies being terrible. It's just part of the adoption of cryptocurrencies. They can only fight this adoption so long. Now from the Federal Reserve, in a PowerPoint slide, the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, and if you guys use Twitter, follow me on Twitter, links in the video description below. They talk about innovation and its potential to hold back to hurt central banks. They mention Ripple, and they say there's room for beneficial coexistence with Ripple. Together with Ripple, a currency-agnostic peer-to-peer payment system to facilitate low-cost payments. This is the Federal Reserve, the US dollar entity, the money printer. This is not just any slideshow. You guys, talking of currency, not much is free, let alone money. But if you guys want $40 guaranteed, sign up with Webull, deposit a penny. You can get up to $3,000 in free stocks. Typically, though, you'll just get $40 to $300, but it's a great offer for signing up, depositing a penny. You're guaranteed a minimum stock value of $40. Sell your shares, close your account, do whatever you want, but don't miss out on this great offer. It does end soon. Link is in the video description below. And to build off what Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, was saying in the beginning of this clip, why they want banks to succeed. Look at what Swift is doing. So this is an official Swift report. You can go to swift.com. I had the report up earlier talking about, can distributed ledger technology help financial institutions optimize the real-time liquidity of their Nostro accounts? Remember those accounts that have locked up trillions of dollars because these cross-border payments they currently use aren't instant? And reduce significant operation costs. What a silly question. That's like saying, can rain come out of the sky? Of course, can distributed ledger technology help financial institutions? And this is what happened when 34 leading banks did this test with Swift, okay? Swift developed a DLT solution whereby the Nostro account owner and its service share a private confidential ledger, right? Kind of like the XRP ledger for CBDCs. It's a private ledger, not transparent to the public. In the second part, they say, key findings from this Swift Nostro report. While the DLT application could provide a platform to share information, there is significant work and investment required by banks to upgrade their systems. Of course, and this is why it's taking so long. These big banks all big businesses take more time to make changes to adapt than small businesses. In banks specifically, these central banks are ancient. And then they say the success of any solution will be dependent upon deep integration with back office systems using APIs. These implementation costs could be significantly lowered should ISO 20022 standards be adopted. And we know XRP is one of those ISO 200 coins. Not a lot are. And then this is just the icing on the cake. Swift has just outlined the problem. It's these Nostro accounts and these operational inefficiencies. Look at this right here, this trial with R3 Corda and 12 major banks. An insight into the potential future of correspondent banking was provided in October of 2016 when bank-backed financial innovation company R3 and 12 of its member banks announced a successful trial of Ripple's distributed financial technology. The trial introduced an independent digital asset, XRP, native to the Ripple consensus ledger, to test the feasibility of reducing or retiring the use of current Nostro accounts for current local currency payouts. The implication of the trial is that digital assets such as XRP, which enable near real-time value exchange anywhere in the world, offer a lower cost alternative to Nostro accounts. You guys don't even need to do experiments on this. This answer is very clear. Lower costs, more efficiency from XRP. And look at the banks here. R3 member banks involved in the trial group include Barclays, BMO Financial, Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, National Australian Bank, Santander, and many more. In the trial, the banks used the Ripple network market to make in the trial, the banks used the Ripple network to make markets for fiat currencies using XRP, completing authenticated payments without multiple Nostro accounts. Through a series of transactions, the participating banks explored how Ripple's solution of XRP could enable both cost-cutting opportunities and revenue opportunities. A cost-cutting opportunity for a bank is a revenue opportunity. The more capital they can free up, that's the more capital they can lend out, invest, and make money on, which is what banks do. And then no one will use XRP, right? So in the recent week, we had big news about England, the Bank of England, coming out and talking about how they had done a cross-border synchronization, a joint project with Ripple. Keep in mind, guys, the Bank of England said on Monday that they are pressing on working on a digital pound, right? The future is imminent. Everyone's switching to a CBDC. Who was selected by the Bank of England's fintech accelerator? XRP, Ripple. Back in 2017, Ripple was selected by the Bank of England. They invest in innovative financial technology groups looking to make solutions for the industry. And then this was the big news of the week, the proof of concept from the official Bank of England website. We carried out a proof of concept with Ripple to explore the synchronized movement of two different currencies across different real-time gross settlement systems linked using Ripple Connect in the Interledger protocol. We want to demonstrate how this kind of synchronization might lower settlement risk and improve the speed and efficiency of cross-border payments. If you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching the full video. It helps the channel a lot. Comment Ripple proof of concept in the comment section below so I know you finished. I really do appreciate you guys watching the full video. And I have a Patreon now. So if you guys want to support me in a further extension, Patreon link is in the video description below. I don't ever expect that, but it's always appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. Until next time.